God says, your miracle has finally arrived, but your angel is not allowing you to skip this message at any cost. If you skip this, you will cry all night. My treasured one, something in the atmosphere around you has shifted. Even if you can't feel it, heaven has already heard your name today. An unusually close Archangel Michael holds a message for you that you should not miss. This isn't a funny moment. This is not just another video. Today is a divine interruption in your timeline because it brings you a warning, a revelation, and a miracle all at the same time. It's not okay for you to walk past heaven. Something that you have been praying for, crying for, and longing for in silence has finally come to you. But now comes the part your spirit didn't see coming. Your miracle has arrived, but your guardian angel is stopping you from skipping this message. Why? Because if you miss what is being revealed right now, you won't have the clarity you need in the coming days. And the weight of that confusion will make you cry for no reason. When light is being given, Archangel Michael doesn't let you trip in the dark. Pay close attention. A small window for divine intervention is occasionally made available by heaven. One of those days is today. A spiritual gate is opening, but not everyone can get through. But you, child of light, were picked to hear this before your life changes. There is a strong force aligning itself around your home, your relationships, your money, and even your inner battles. It's easy to understand. Your miracle is right outside your door. But you have to know what it is before you get it. You might think you scrolled by accident, but no. Your angel stopped you from moving. The spiritual events going on around you are too important to ignore. So, Archangel Michael stood between you and the next video. Imagine getting a letter from heaven that says your name in divine ink. That's what this moment is. Also, if you skip this, you won't get the revelation that keeps the miracle that was given to you safe. No one would punish you for the tears you'll shed tonight. They would hurt like a soul that almost got everything but missed the last instruction. This is what I want to say. There has been a spiritual battle going on all around you. There were times when you felt heavy in the mornings, in your dreams, during your sleep, and during sudden waves of anxiety. That was not a coincidence. For something that is yours, Archangel Michael has been fighting. Something the enemy tried to take before today even came around. But now is the time when the battle will change. Your miracle has made it through the tough spots. But now comes the part that heaven wants you to understand. A miracle that isn't aware can be abused, mishandled, or misunderstood. Your angel is also making sure that you don't go into this blessing without knowing what to expect. It's been on your mind. When will my breakthrough come? You asked in a whisper. Why is it taking so long? But what you didn't see was everything that was coming up against it. There have been spirits of delay, confusion, distraction, and emotional sabotage blocking your path. But Archangel Michael has been getting rid of them. He was watching over your destiny every time you felt like giving up or almost broke. The miracle has arrived according to heaven. Now you must not miss the message that keeps it safe, though. That's why you feel like you need to keep listening. This is why your spirit feels alert and almost awake all of a sudden, because you know deep down that this message is not fun. God doesn't waste time, and this is divine timing. Today is a big day that will change your life for the next 40 days. How easily your miracle comes to you will depend on what you do with this revelation. Come here and let me talk to your spirit. Your destiny now has a link to someone who will be shown. A secret will be brought to light. A door that was stuck will suddenly open, and the weight you've been carrying all by yourself will finally fall off. Archangel Michael is clearing the energy around your home, revealing some people's intentions, and urgently bringing your name before God's throne. You're not just watching this by chance. You are getting ready. Here's one more thing you need to hear before this message ends. You won't be getting this miracle. It's coming from you. Things are going to change in your story. Your book is about to change. And as you finally understand why the waiting was necessary, the tears you have been crying will soon be replaced with tears of release. The following revelation will rock your world. So hold on tight. You are about to enter your divine future. Remember that this message does not end with you. People can use your breakthrough to get where they need to go through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our coffee community, you can help this mission. By doing so, you are sowing into the awakening, deliverance, and restoration of souls who are still trapped in darkness. This is not poetry. When Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you," every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and safety for your family. Now is your time, my child. Have faith, and as you do, watch God multiply what you let go of. Before we go any further with this revelation, I want you to make a simple but powerful declaration that will wake up your spirit. As your agreement with heaven, write Amen in the comments below. You must choose to align your voice with what God is saying over your life. This should not be an afterthought. You're not just leaving a comment when you type it. This moment is being sealed in the spiritual world by you. You're agreeing with the change that's coming. You're telling heaven it's okay to do something for you. Write it down right now and feel your spirit rise in agreement. This moment is not like any other. You will be grateful that you stayed because it is prophetic. Type. If this is calling to your spirit, please let me know in the comments. The release of blessing code 144 has occurred. There is movement in the unseen realm, my radiant soul. The veil starts to lift even more as you keep listening. Archangel Michael is still with you. In fact, he's gotten even closer. His wings cover your atmosphere like a shield because what you are about to hear needs to be safe, clear, and spiritually stable. Not like the days before. Today has a different vibration, frequency, or divine pulse. It's not just a date on the calendar, a checkpoint in your destiny. It is a spiritual marker. And heaven is making sure you fully understand it before you enter it. You may have recently seen small signs. Times when you thought someone was watching you. When all of a sudden, even though things were crazy, you felt calm. At times, your gut felt stronger than your thoughts. There was no chance in these feelings. These were signs or confirmations that Archangel Michael was getting your spirit ready for this revelation. Your miracle didn't just happen. It has been creeping up on you little by little, guided by divine orchestration, shielded from interference, and timed just right so that it comes at just the right time for you spiritually. But you need to know something very important. Every miracle comes with a set of instructions. Your guardian angel won't let you miss this one. You are about to move into a new phase where clarity will help you. You walked around for a long time with blurry vision. There were a lot of distractions. There were a lot of delays. The emotional storms didn't go away. You didn't know this, though. These were not signs of failure. These were the enemy's last attempts to wear you down before the breakthrough. So here you are, still standing, still listening, and still giving in to the pull of heaven. This alone shows that your miracle will happen. Are you ready to see what's really going on? That's what Archangel Michael wants you to do. Even though you felt alone, you were never really alone. You felt like no one remembered you, but your name has been heard in spiritual places where battles are won before they show up in the real world. Every time you cried at night, every time you felt weak, and every time you begged God for help, that made the angelic protection around you stronger. You have no idea how many attacks that you couldn't see were stopped for you. And now heaven is showing you why you had to go through so much preparation. Someone, something, or a pattern in your life is about to be shown to you, not to hurt you, but to keep you safe. Today pulls back the curtain on something that was meant to stay hidden from you. Your guardian angel has been watching over your heart, because months ago, the truth you are about to see could have broken you, but now you're strong enough. You are now spiritually grown up enough. You are now aligned with heaven enough to handle the revelation without having to pass out. This unveiling has everything to do with your miracle. You didn't have to wait because God forgot about you. There was a delay because the truth had to come out first when given in the wrong setting. A blessing turns into a burden. In order for your miracle to land safely in your hands, Archangel Michael has been clearing the atmosphere around your life. Watch out in the next few hours. Watch out in the next few days. You will notice changes in how people talk to each other and act, as well as new information and even realizations inside yourself that you didn't see before. These are not just random events. These things are confirmations. You will no longer feel right about something you used to accept. Someone you used to trust will seem far away. A place you used to enjoy will no longer be peaceful, and something you thought was your destiny will suddenly no longer hold a place in your heart. We call this alignment. All of this is preparation. Everything around you is moving around because of your miracle. You might be wondering why your guardian angel wants you to hear this. What's the matter with Archangel Michael? Why does heaven feel the need to send this message right now? Because miracles come in silence and instructions. Boom. Your miracle has already arrived, but your preparation must be on par with it. Imagine being at the door when your blessing knocks, but you are not paying attention because you are busy, stressed, or distracted. The miracle would be heard, but the door would not be opened. This message from heaven tells you to turn your head toward the sound of the knock so you don't miss what's yours. You are also going through a healing process. Old hurts are becoming less tight. There are fewer old fears now. Cracks are appearing in old emotional cages. The tears you shed during the last season brought new life to the story. The broken parts of your story don't belong in today, so God won't let you go into it. That person that drains you emotionally, spiritually, or mentally has been kept away from you by Archangel Michael. There is room for your miracle, and heaven is making it happen. Your spirit is moving into alignment with divine timing. As you listen right now, you might get chills, have moments of resonance, or suddenly understand how you feel. Do not ignore how you feel. These things are confirmations. You are safe because your guardian angel is with you and leads you step by step to where your miracle is waiting. Do not move because the next event will cut deeper into your spirit. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Please stop for a moment and let this truth sink into your heart. There is a place in your heart that has been waiting to be awakened by these words. If you feel like something is shifting inside you, I want you to make a declaration. Write these words in the comments section below. I receive this clarity. It should be more than just words on a screen. It should be a statement that your heart is open, your spirit is open, and your miracle is welcome to come true. Know that heaven hears every voice that rises in agreement as you type it. Write it down right now and seal the deal. Now you'll know why today isn't like any other day, and why heaven is calling your name so sharply right now. Stop for a moment and let these words sink in before you move on. Your heart should be open for what's coming next because it's even more powerful. The next message will get you ready for when things change. Wait a minute. What's coming will make you feel shook up. If this makes you feel something, type "I walk with light" in the comments. The release of blessing. Code 229 has occurred. Along this holy path, my chosen heart, I want you to feel the change that is happening around you. In the supernatural world, something is moving with a force that can't be stopped. Archangel Michael stands in front of you with a sword of light that cuts through all the confusion that was blocking your view. This is the next step in the revelation for today. Not only is this a prophetic moment, it's also mine. You were called to this message because your destiny needs clarity before your miracle can happen in full. There's no chance behind how you feel right now. It's the alignment of your spirit coming closer to you. There's a good reason you haven't clicked away yet. Your guardian angel stood in front of your spirit and told it, "Do not leave this message." Why is it so intense? What's the rush? The breakthrough that is coming into your life is not a small one. It's not like that. It's not seasonal, generational issues. And heaven won't let you walk by something that has that much weight on it without understanding the lesson that comes with it. When you enter a new blessing, God doesn't want you to bring old wounds, old attachments, or old lies with you. Today is the awakening moment when the truth starts to shake loose everything that has been stuck in your spirit for too long. Something significant is being revealed by Archangel Michael. Lack of faith did not cause your miracle to take longer than planned due to misalignment in your environment. It took longer than expected. Someone wasn't who they said they were when they were around you. Something you relied on wasn't as stable as you thought it was. The next part of your life wasn't meant to be in a place you trusted. Your guardian angel has been quietly changing your path by getting rid of people who would try to stop your blessing, cutting ties that would break under the weight of your calling, and lowering the volume of voices that were never meant to help you. You may have felt lost, confused, or suddenly far away from some people. But this was actually divine protection that looked like being apart. You are being raised up into a time when discernment will be your crown. The fog is going away. Your doubt is starting to go away, and your spirit is about to see something clearly that you couldn't see before. Today is not coming in softly. It's coming at you like a trumpet, shaking your spiritual atmosphere and telling you that nothing false should stay in your life. That's why your guardian angel told you not to skip this message. If you don't follow the instructions, you might enter your miracle with the wrong people, the wrong expectations, or the wrong emotional state. This could lead to unneeded heartbreak, the kind that breaks you at night when no one is around. But heaven won't let you cry tears that can be stopped. Archangel Michael is making your path more clear than clear as glass so you can receive this miracle in all its glory, free from any past problems. Pay close attention now. Someone in your life has been taking away your energy without you knowing. Their part in your destiny was over, but your heart didn't know it. Today, they will show what they really want to do with an action, a word, or a sudden change. Do not be afraid of this lifting of the veil. It's not meant to break your spirit. It's meant to set you free. There is space for your blessing to grow. And God is making that room by showing you what doesn't belong near your calling anymore. It will make you feel lighter after this revelation. It will feel better to think. The weight that didn't belong to you will finally fall off, making you emotionally stronger again. Something else is becoming clear. You've been afraid to go down a certain path. You have put off making a choice, a calling you didn't think you were worthy of. But heaven is confirming after confirmation that the change you're afraid of is actually the way to your miracle. Today will give you the courage you've been without. In the quiet, Archangel Michael has been building up your courage by strengthening your inner voice, sharpening your intuition, and waking up your spiritual authority. You are being taught how to confidently walk into the next part of your life, not with doubt or hesitation. You might feel sudden waves of emotion, clear moments, or a weird feeling in your chest as the truth comes out for you. This is the timing of your spirit matching up with heaven's. This is your guardian angel taking away the last bit of fear so that you can hold on to your miracle. You're about to walk into a divine appointment, and heaven is making sure nothing gets in the way. Take a moment to breathe before reading on. Let your spirit rest in the knowledge that big things are coming together for you. Even more intense things are about to happen, and you will need your heart to be fully open for the revelation. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission will grow into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Giving to this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through hearts that are kind. This is what I say over you now. Each gift you give is like a stream of living water that flows into the life of someone who needs healing. Give, and it will be given to you is not just a verse for Jesus. It is a living promise that shapes your future. Allow me to invite you now with a simple act of faith. Come into this moment with purpose, with honesty, and with hope. The money you give today is not a donation. The act of spiritual obedience that lets your heavens open is what opens them. Let go of your seed and see what God brings back into your life. Your voice is important in the spiritual world right now. You need to take a deep breath and press your fingers on the keyboard. What you type now is important. Write Amen one more time in the comment section below. But this time, let it come from even more. What sound does your spirit make when it breaks through all of your doubts, fears, and hesitations? This is not a repeat. This is called reinforcement. It's not enough for you to agree with the message. You're in sync with your own awakening. Type it now and feel the change as heaven responds to your declaration. Your understanding of everything going on around you will be shaken by the next veil being lifted. Trust this moment. Right where you are is where you should be, to make sure you don't miss another divine warning when heaven opens the next gate. Don't forget to like this message. Share it with someone who needs clarity. Comment with your confirmation. Hype up this video with your energy and subscribe. This message gets out to more people because of your participation. If someone hears it, it could be their miracle. Feel free to write, "I am ready for revelation," in the comments. The blessing code 331 is now being used. Today is the day of your miracle, and this mission is the day of light for many souls who are waiting for a word that will lift them out of darkness. When you give to this work, you're not giving to a channel. People who really need God's voice in their lives are finding spiritual doors through you. Heaven says it's like planting seeds in rich soil, where each offering turns into a river of revelation that leads to a breakthrough for someone. The scripture verse, "Give, and it will be given to you," becomes a living promise that is spoken directly over your life. With my own voice, I'm asking you to join this mission so we can keep sending messages that save hearts that are about to give up. A prophetic act, a declaration that you choose to stand with God's work in this season, is your support through Super Thanks membership or the PayPal link in the description. People who plant will have doors open at strange times. If you spread its message, heaven will reward you. Have courage and release your seed into this moment. Now, my awakened spirit, as you go deeper into this divine unfolding, the air around you is getting tighter for a reason. Something holy is coming together. Something that has been promised for a long time is getting closer. And Archangel Michael is watching over you to make sure nothing gets in the way of what heaven is saying. I want you to know that the message I'm about to give you is heavy and not meant for casual listeners. It's for people who have been chosen, whose spirits have weathered storms, and whose hearts have made it through times that should have broken them but didn't, because you're one of those souls. Your guardian angel won't let you miss a word. A lot of people never understand a spiritual truth. Miracles don't make a lot of noise. They don't come with trumpets or a party. When they come into your life, they do so in a soft, almost silent way, hiding as moments of clarity, sudden peace, courage, or change. However, before a miracle, heaven always sends a sign, not to scare you, but to get you ready. Today is that holy warning. Your miracle has already reached the air you breathe. Archangel Michael is making sure that your heart, mind, and eyes don't miss it. You may have been wondering why your moods have been changing lately. You feel strong for an hour and then heavy all of a sudden. 1 minute your mood is lifted, and the next you feel a pressure that you can't explain. This is not an unstable state. Right now is a spiritual transition. When a miracle comes into your life, it changes the energies that were around you before. Old bonds become less tight. Fears from the past come to the surface to be thrown away. Old memories try to get your attention again. These are the last echoes of the season you just came out of, trying to hold on to you before you fully enter what God has planned for you. By the time today's gate opens, you won't be carrying anything from yesterday, because Archangel Michael has been severing these cords one at a time. Now, let me tell you something more private. It's not just a blessing that you get your miracle, it's a change of identity, a transformation in your walking, thinking, love, decision-making, and outlook on the world. You've been shrinking yourself for months or even years to get through fights that were never meant to define you. You changed what you expected, lowered your standards, turned down the light, and stopped speaking. Not because they were weak, but because they were tired. That's enough. Heaven says, right now is the day that your spirit rises again with strength you didn't know you had. Your heart has been getting ready for this rise, thanks to Archangel Michael, protecting your nights, paving your way, revealing hidden truths, and building a new base for you to stand on. Survival is not the main theme of this season. It has to do with emergence, and your miracle is the key that opens the door to that new life. Also, an important revelation is coming to light. Someone in your environment has been making you feel bad. Not always by doing bad things, but by being inconsistent, hard to predict, or showing a lack of support in a subtle way. Heaven is telling you this not to cause trouble, but to give you strength. Conditions of loyalty can't help your miracle grow in places where it's not welcome. You are being moved in a firm but gentle way. Don't be scared of the changes that will happen in your relationships today so your spirit can breathe again. Some connections need to be rethought. Additionally, your angel is bringing light to a particular issue. You've had too many doubts about your worth. You asked yourself if you deserve the blessing that is coming your way now. You told yourself that maybe God forgot about you, or that your destiny was pushed back too far to be fixed. Heaven, however, says no. We will never forget you, not even for a second. Every tear you shed was seen. Every prayer that was said in silence was heard. An angel was always with you when you felt like you were by yourself. Things that felt like they were stuck will now start to move again. Now is the time of year when peace won't seem so rare. Now clarity won't feel like a temporary thing, and hope will not feel so weak. The thought that you might miss this message wasn't meant to scare you, but to keep you safe. If you had skipped this divine alignment, you would have gone straight into your miracle without knowing what it meant spiritually. That lack of knowledge could have led to confusion or bad feelings. Archangel Michael, on the other hand, wants you to get this blessing with full spiritual authority and knowledge. You might already feel like something is moving inside you. You might feel warm in the chest, tingly in the hands, calm in the mind, or even like you're waking up from the inside out. These feelings are proof that your spirit is getting the message. Now understand this. Heaven wants you to understand this. You're doing more than just watching content. When you click like on this video, when you do this, God's favor flows into your life. Every time you click the like button, it sends a spiritual signal, a declaration that you agree with the message being sent. Your engagement to each other is seen as an agreement by heaven, and agreements can open doors. Imagine God's favor being released into your life, your finances, and your relationships. As you watch this video, think about how blessings that were stuck could start to flow freely because your faith in action set them in motion. Do it now and feel the change as heaven responds to your taking part. You are being reset, realigned, and moved in order to prepare for what's next. You have taken on too many battles that were not yours for too long. They're now being taken off your shoulders by heaven. Before this part ends, there is one more truth you need to hear. Your miracle helps more than just you. It will affect people who are close to you. Someone who has lost hope will be inspired by your rise. There will be no more chains in your bloodline after your breakthrough. Someone else's destiny will be changed by your rise. That's why the process has been so tough. You're a vessel of change for heaven. Get ready. Something even more direct will come in the next message. Something that will help you see the hidden patterns in your spiritual path. Hold on. You need to hear it. In the comments, type, "My spirit is ready." The blessing code 557 has been released. As you rise, soul, the world around you keeps changing as you move deeper into this divine unfolding. Your spirit is being pushed, woken up, and made sharper. Archangel Michael hasn't moved a millimeter from you. In fact, he has become closer to you as he watches your heart take in every revelation. This moment is not like any other. This is not a joke message. For deeper reasons, today has a lot of spiritual weight on your life, and you are being led to understand them. Heaven wants you to be ready for the shift in the right place, strong and awake. Right now, you might feel something inside you like tension or anticipation. Your spirit already knows what your mind is slowly becoming aware of. You are at a threshold for a divine change. What was hard to understand before is now becoming clear. Things that felt heavy are starting to get lighter. In the unseen realm, what seems stuck is beginning to move. Everything is taking place because your miracle has come to your field, and your guardian angel is making sure that nothing stops its manifestation. Know this, the spiritual world responds right away when heaven releases a miracle. Hidden truths come to light, energies shift, and the people around you start to show who they really are. Your guardian angel has been gently leading you to see things you used to miss. Not to scare you, but to keep your blessings safe. There are some people in your life who, if they stay too close, would blow away your miracle. Since this is the case, you've recently felt distant from some people, even when there was no conflict. Separation has already started, and it is being planned by God. Your heart has been getting ready for a revelation that is coming soon, thanks to Archangel Michael. It won't surprise you, but it will back up what your gut has been telling you. You knew something wasn't right. You felt like someone's words didn't make sense. You sensed that someone's energy wasn't always the same. When you talked to them, you felt a quiet drain. If you were loyal, loved, or just used to it, you tried to ignore it. But those who are about to rise cannot have illusions in heaven. Today brings clarity, and sometimes the strictest form of safety is clarity. Don't be afraid of this truth, though. Your guardian angel isn't telling someone about you to punish you. He is letting them go to free you. Your miracle needs room to grow, and heaven has started making that room bigger without asking for your permission. Your calling is too important to be slowed down by people who are confused instead of purposeful. Now there is another layer coming out, something more personal and deep. Your new identity is taking shape. Not the identity that people see on the outside, but the identity that comes from childhood memories, hidden fears, doubts, and hurts that are never spoken of. Many years ago, you may have seen yourself through the lens of trouble. You wore labels that were not yours. You agreed to follow the rules that other people set for you. You had expectations that you never agreed to meet. During the quiet times, you thought about whether you were meant for more. But your past kept you stuck, Heaven is getting rid of those labels for good. Your identity is not tied to the pain you're in. Past events do not determine your future destiny. Your worth is not based on who hurt you. You can move on with your life even though someone left you. Your confidence, your potential, and your truth were being held back by spiritual chains. Archangel Michael has been breaking those chains. You might feel pain, emotional release, or memories coming back to you out of the blue. This is not going backwards. This is deliverance. Your spirit is getting rid of things it doesn't need for the next season. Today isn't just the day your miracle comes true. This is the beginning of a new you, the person you trust. This is you who can see clearly, the you who is sure of yourself. That part of you that won't settle for half love, half effort, or half truth. You are being raised up from the inside. You are now being shown something else. Your intuition is about to get a lot stronger. Things will start to feel right before they happen. You will feel led to make certain choices. You'll know when to move forward and backward. Archangel Michael is lining up your inner compass with the frequency of heaven. Your miracle doesn't just appear in your life. It sets you up for long-term clarity and divine guidance. You might notice that your dreams are more vivid, your thoughts are clearer, or your feelings are more sharp. Don't forget about these changes. They show that spiritual downloads are taking place. Your guardian angel is talking to you in soft voices, getting you ready for big revelations that are coming today. And pay attention to this. You are not being set up for a short-term blessing, but for a long-term breakthrough. Something that changes the way your life goes. There is something that brings peace where there was chaos. Something that makes up for all the silent sacrifices you made. Something that ends a long and painful story. It's almost time for your miracle. It is important to heaven that you receive it with knowledge, strength, and awareness. Take a deep breath. Allow your spirit to take in what was said. Now that we're going deeper, your help is more important than ever. At this point, I want you to say something strong to show that you are ready. Just write this in the comments. My miracle is here, and I am ready. Make it stand out. Make it clear. Let it be the voice of your spirit that rises above all your doubts and delays. You're no longer hoping. You are making a claim. You are no longer waiting. You are getting. Type it in right now and see how heaven reacts to how true your words are. What comes next will reveal an even deeper part of this revelation. Wait a minute. What has been hidden in plain sight will be shown in the next message. I get my wake-up call in the comments. Now available for release is blessing code 644. Dear soul, as you go deeper into this revelation, the divine intention fills the air around you. Something holy is happening, and your spirit can feel how serious things are about to get. Archangel Michael is right next to you. He's not just watching over you from afar. He's an active guardian who guides every change in your atmosphere. You are being led to more truth, more clarity, and more understanding. Today is more than just a date on your calendar. Heaven releases what was previously held back at this spiritual checkpoint. Your spirit rises into alignment with what has already been written for you. With each additional second you stay in this message, there's a reason why listening makes your heart feel pulled and even stretched. When your spirit gets close to revelation, old parts of you start to come loose. Parts that used to hold on to fear, doubt, uncertainty, or being emotionally worn out are being taken away. Because spiritual transformation is rarely easy, this does not feel comfortable. However, Archangel Michael is making sure that you are not overpowered by this transformation. He is putting you on solid ground and getting you ready. Heaven will never release a miracle unless the vessel that will hold it is made stronger first. You may have noticed lately that some thoughts keep coming back to you. Things you thought you had forgotten. Feelings you thought you had healed. You thought your fears were gone. This doesn't mean you're weak. This is the dust that's rising because the old foundations are breaking. Heaven is pulling out the roots of habits that can't make you grow. Today is the start of a new period. And before any new phase, it's common to clear your mind. Your spirit is being cleansed so that it can be properly filled. Now, I'm going to tell you something you may have felt but not fully understood. Someone fought a battle for you while you were not there. A fight you didn't see. A fight that your angel did for you without you having to do anything. You would be amazed at how much protection there is around you if you had seen the spiritual attack that tried to delay your miracle. Archangel Michael stood guard, refusing to let darkness claim victory every time you felt like giving up. Every night your heart felt weak, and every time you felt emotionally drained, you didn't stay alive because you were strong. Every day heaven wouldn't let you fall. The miracle coming into your life is not a small one. It's not easy to break. There is no doubt about it. It is a miracle with a purpose. Something connected to your destiny, your purpose, and your spiritual identity. That's why the enemy worked so hard to drain you before they got there. It wasn't because you were weak, but because darkness thought you were dangerous. Everything that tried to keep you down would be shown for what it is. Your breakthrough would change the world around you. Your awakening would bring out potential that has been dormant. You are getting more than just a blessing. You are following a calling. Now your guardian angel is getting you ready to see something important. Discernment is needed for your miracle. Your miracle needs you to be emotionally ready. To do your miracle, you need spiritual vision. That's why I led you here and wouldn't let you scroll away. I want you to pay attention to something important. Your being here today wasn't a coincidence, and the fact that you are still reading this message is very important. That's why I want you to subscribe to this channel right now. It wasn't just a click, it was a prophetic act of positioning. When you subscribe, you're telling the flow of divine revelation that you want to stay in touch with it. Subscription is alignment. You are telling heaven, I am ready to receive every prophetic word, warning, and blessing that you release through this vessel. Yes, it is agreement. It is a spiritual anchor that helps you stay in tune with God's timing. If you didn't get this message, you would enter a new blessing with an old way of thoughts. You would bring old fears with you into a new season. When you got a miracle, you couldn't make the most of it because you didn't know what it was for. Heaven is making sure that doesn't happen. You are being aligned carefully on purpose and with care. A big revelation is coming your way today that will make sense of a long part of your life that you didn't understand, that hurt you, or that you did question. But now things are becoming clear. You'll know why some people were kicked out, why some prayers were pushed back, and why some chances were lost. It was never meant to hurt you. It was meant to lead you to the miracle that was really yours. You need to get ready for something else too. The way you see yourself is about to change. You forgot what it's like to see yourself through the lens of destiny because you've been looking at yourself through the lens of survival for so long. It's been so long since you lived bravely that you forgot what it was like to guard your heart. For so long, you've been holding yourself together that you forgot what it's like to have heaven stand by your side. Archangel Michael is making you stronger again. Not the strength you use to do great things for the world, but the strength that comes from knowing that God has your back. You won't be shy today. You won't go into this miracle on the edge of your seat. You won't be scared when you walk into this revelation. People will look up to you because you'll finally understand the power that has been around you the whole time. There is a new important truth coming out. You're learning to trust your gut more and more. Your instincts are getting stronger. It's getting easier to hear your inner voice. Your discernment is no longer clouded by the fog. Make this awareness part of your miracle because heaven is letting you know what is yours and what is not. It will start to become clear to you that certain people, conversations, and places make your spirit feel different. Please don't judge me. This is higher ground. God keeps you safe from getting harmed while He gets you ready for a breakthrough. Pay close attention. You can't bring the weight of your past with you into this place. The blessings that are coming into your life can't live with the people who used to drain you. When your purpose wakes up inside you, it can't stay in the old version of yourself. Today, your spirit moves from a state of survival to one of sovereignty. You're not as far away as you think. You're stronger than you think. You're better prepared than you think. The next revelation will cut deeper into what you think you know and bring to light a truth you've been looking for a long time. Allow your spirit to breathe before you move on. The next moment is strong. Type, "I trust the comments to wake me up." The release of blessing code 922 has occurred. This is the next part of the message, my illuminated one. I want you to feel the quiet strength building beneath your spirit. You are waking up to something that you can't shut down anymore. There you are, standing next to you. Archangel Michael is still there, leading you with the patience that only heaven can have. At this very moment, every breath you take changes your spiritual alignment. Something that has been waiting for you is getting ready for you. Something that has been knocking softly on your door for a while, waiting for the right time to come in. Today is the key, and your heart is closer than ever to getting inside. You've been through times when nothing made sense. There were times when you wondered if you had the wrong idea about God, the signs, or the way. You didn't understand why things broke down, why connections changed, and why the journey sometimes felt so heavy. But you didn't know that every collapse was actually a clearing. Now heaven is telling you this. It was a repositioning after every setback. Each delay represented a redirection. You weren't being pushed backward. Everything was aligned for you. You need to know this truth. Heaven won't let you move on to a miracle while you're still attached to something that was meant to end. That's why a lot has been taken away from your path lately. People you used to depend on became distant all of a sudden. Energies that you used to be able to handle now make you feel tired. Places that used to make you feel good became unbearable all of a sudden. You didn't change all at once. Your spirit just outgrew things that were no longer in line with its calling. From behind the veil, Archangel Michael has been leading this shift and getting rid of anything that could get in the way of the blessing that is coming your way. There's something even more important, though. Your miracle isn't going to finish you off. It's coming to show you the real you. The you that has been buried for years by thinking in survival mode. The you that has been hidden by pain, responsibility, and the need to keep yourself safe. Who you are now that heaven has been making in secret. The spiritual mirror turns over today. You'll start to see yourself as stronger, smarter, more capable, and more aligned. Not because you turned into these things all of a sudden, but because the noise that was blocking your view is going away piece by piece. Archangel Michael has been getting rid of that noise. He has been shutting down the voices that told you not to trust your gut. The energies that tried to slow you down have been blocked by him. He has been watching over the dreams that other people didn't think were important. The voice inside you that has been getting louder lately is not random. It's your intuition. It's being made sharp. It feels like you know the truth before anyone else does. There is a sense of alignment growing in you even before the physical proof shows up. You can start to tell when someone's actions don't match what they say. This is the growth of your spiritual intelligence. This is heaven getting you ready to handle the miracle that's coming with clarity, not confusion. An important revelation is linked to your miracle, and you are now closer than ever to getting it. Something will become clear through a conversation, a sudden insight, a change in behavior, or an unanticipated flash of insight. You will understand everything better after this revelation. You'll finally know why certain things took place the way they did. You'll understand why God let some things happen. You'll know why people left. You'll understand why some prayers seemed like they weren't being answered. You'll know why the time seemed to move slowly. Your spirit will breathe in a way it hasn't in a long time at that moment. Because getting along brings peace, and peace gets the soul ready for miracles. But I want you to understand this. The enemy wanted you to be worn out. The enemy wanted you to have doubts. The enemy wanted you to be so busy that you didn't pay attention to this message, because if you didn't make the preparation, you would have gone into your miracle without being aware or with your guard down, which would have caused you unnecessary pain. Archangel Michael wouldn't let that happen because he knows what today has in store for you. From the inside out, you are being changed. Your spiritual state is changing. Your emotional strength is getting stronger. Your inner strength is coming back, and your divine authority is becoming clear. What used to stress you out will soon feel helpless. What used to keep your emotions in check will let go. What was confusing you before will become clear all of a sudden. Your miracle isn't just about getting something from the outside. It's about making something inside you better. Heaven is shaping who you are, making you smarter, making your heart stronger, and getting your voice ready. The person you are now is not the person you were at the beginning of the year. You know more now. You're more deep. You have more spiritual wealth. You're becoming more aligned with the person God made you to be. Your guardian angel wants you to understand one more thing. There is a duty that comes with your miracle. Not a burden, but a reason to live. It will make more people happy. It will affect the lives of people who are close to you. Your breakthrough will give someone hope. Your transformation will give hope to someone because you didn't give up. Someone will get up. You are getting more than just a blessing. You are turning into a blessing. Heaven hasn't forgotten about you. Heaven hasn't kept you waiting for no reason. God hasn't forgotten what you asked for. There was never a dull moment during your wait. This was preparation. No one ever forgot about your tears. It was an intercession. Your patience was always very important. It was growth. Everything is building up to the point where revelation and manifestation meet. What comes next is going to be deeper, and you will feel it in your spirit. In the comments, type "I accept my destiny." The blessing code 288 has been released. As you move into the next part of your life, my divinely guided one, I want you to feel how close heaven is right now. As Archangel Michael continues to watch over your destiny, you feel a nearness, a sacred closeness, and a spiritual vibration all around you. It's not halfway through your trip yet. In fact, you are about to enter the most sensitive, revealing, and spiritually charged part of this whole warning. Today is not sneaking up on you. When it hits you, it will have a divine purpose because it is moving toward you like a wave that has been building up strength for months. And your guardian angel won't let you ride that wave without being ready. You can't deny that your spirit is under a lot of stress. It's not fear, even if it feels very strong. It's not anxiety, even if it makes your chest hurt. It's a spiritual look ahead. Your soul already knows what your mind is still trying to figure out. A divine truth is about to come to you. It will change how you see yourself, your past, and your future. For this moment, Archangel Michael has been whispering to you, helping to strengthen, align, shift, and clean you. The next revelation is about to start. Please allow me to speak. There has been a change in the people around you. Some people have become cold for no reason. Some people have grown distant for no clear reason. Some people have changed how they act subtly, showing intentions that were once hidden behind ease of use or charm. This is not something you made up. That's exposure. The spiritual light in your life is being turned on by heaven, revealing the shadows that were hiding away before. And as today gets closer, this exposure will get worse. Really understand this. Your miracle can't grow in soil that is dirty. Your breakthrough can't be given to hands that aren't stable. Your blessing can't be surrounded by people who don't love you. In other words, heaven is making room. There is something very important to me that may seem simple but has a lot of spiritual weight to it. It's not enough to just send this message through a video. It's about letting the anointing go. You become a carrier of the breakthrough that is touching your own spirit. When you share this prophetic word with someone in your life, in your network, or with someone who needs to hear it according to Scripture, you will receive what you give. Share this revelation. And you will not only help someone else receive their miracle, but you will also bring more blessings to your own breakthrough. Right now, please click the share button. Send this to a family member, friend, or person whose spirit has been pleading for help. The masks are being taken off by your angel. What has always been there is becoming clear to your spirit. If someone isn't being honest with you, you may become more aware of inconsistencies and energy shifts. This isn't crazy talk. This is called discernment. Archangel Michael is making your inner vision clearer so you don't lose faith at this time of year when your miracle needs to be exact. You can't afford to be confused. You can't have emotional fog. Spiritual misalignment is something you can't afford. Your guardian angel is making sure you can see clearly today. There is a change happening inside you. Your heart is getting stronger. Your voice is getting better. Things are getting stricter around you. Your gut feeling is getting stronger. This shift inside is not a coincidence. That's what preparation is. Heaven doesn't raise people who aren't ready. It wakes up people who need to wake up. This message has a message inside it. It won't just make your life easier when you step into a blessing. Next step will lead to a big breakthrough that will make your future possible. This is more important than comfort, relief, or a short-term win. This is the kind of miracle that changes the past and the future. This is the kind that frees generations. The kind that changes your path. And since the blessing is so deep, the preparation has to be just as deep. That's why the last few days, weeks, or months have been very spiritual. There was no attack on you. You were getting clean. You were not getting in trouble. You were being put in place. There was no reason to wait. Everything was aligned for you. A strong change is also taking place. Your past is losing its hold on you. The versions of you that made it through old seasons are leaving. You are moving forward as the person you were meant to be when you walk into this miracle. You are shedding emotional layers that used to make you who you are. You might feel sudden peace, clarity, or emotional release. That sound is your spirit breaking free from the chains that used to keep you stuck in cycles. You're leaving behind habits that were never meant to follow you into today. You won't have to carry the weight of the battle with you into this miracle. According to Archangel Michael, piece by piece, that weight is now going away. The fear-based ways of thinking you developed during survival seasons can't help you deal with what's next in your life. Trust is needed for the next part. You need to be brave. It takes discernment. It needs a spirit that is awake. Your guardian angel is waking you up inside. As this message gets more serious, the next step is easy but very important. Follow me because the next revelation will show you the last layer that has been trying to confuse you. Once that layer breaks, everything that has to do with your miracle will start to line up clearly. Let your spirit take a break before we go on. Take a deep breath. Now is a very important time to change, and heaven is only a breath away. Don't forget to like this message so it can reach more people who need it. Give it to someone whose spirit has been begging for help. Leave a comment so that this message has a place in your heart. Spread the word about this video and make sure you subscribe so you never miss a prophetic release that is meant for you. Your work helps this warning get to the people God is trying to wake up. Type, I agree with the comments about that. Heaven's timing is good. Now, the blessing code 440 is being used. This message is just as important as the revelation from today, because every soul that hears these divine warnings joins the movement of heaven. You are not giving to a channel when you invest in this mission. You are giving someone the light they need to see through their spiritual darkness. Your seed makes a way for God's voice to reach people who feel like they aren't being heard. Just like rivers cut through stone, heaven says that people who put money into prophetic work will get more than they expect. The moment faith turns into action, Scripture comes to life. This comes from my spirit. When you stand with this calling through membership, super thanks, or the PayPal link in the description, you become a bearer of the fire that wakes other people up. Your gift becomes a prophetic act that sends waves of deliverance to places you may never set foot. And heaven promises a blessing to those who spread its message. Release your support and take a risk as you move on to the next level of divinity. My rising soul, I want you to notice the change inside you. People are becoming more aware. A strong but subtle awakening that lets you know something amazing is coming. Your spirit already knows what's going on, even though you don't have the whole picture yet. The spiritual atmosphere around you has been cleared by Archangel Michael. He has been getting rid of interference, breaking delays, quieting confusion, and guiding your inner world into alignment. A revelation that will change not only your life, but also your identity is being prepared for you. Today is not just showing up with purpose, accuracy, and prophetic timing. It is coming towards you. It's possible that you feel like the message is calling you deeper. Not because it's making you feel bad, but because it has to. Heaven does not just provide information when preparing someone for a miracle. It changes their spirit. It makes them more aware. It makes you feel better. It makes the intuition stronger. You are going through that right now. Most people never get to this moment of transformation because they don't stay long enough to hear the whole revelation, but you stayed. That's right. It's now getting easier for you to understand spiritual things. Your angel wants to tell you a secret truth right now. There has been a pattern in your life that wasn't yours. A cycle that you got, a burden was quietly passed on. A limit that was built into your family tree long before you were born. For years, you thought the struggle was about you, but it was really about God. You were fighting fights that started many generations ago. That's not what you knew, though. You were picked to break these patterns. The one who ends what other people went through. The person whose lineage changes direction. The cycle ends today. No, the stress, sadness, inner conflict, and strange resistance you felt were not signs that something was wrong with you. It was because you were about to heal something. Archangel Michael has been standing between you and that old cycle, preventing it from following you into the following season. Because of this, some things kept happening to you even when you meant well. That's why some relationships felt like they knew each other, even though the people involved were different. That's why some fears kept coming back, even as you got stronger. Those were the sounds of an old pattern trying to take over your future. But pay attention to this. Your life is circled by heaven. You are the end of the circle. You are the one who ends the burden. You are affected by generational weight. Furthermore, your miracle starts a new family lineage. This is the reason this message was sent to you. If you had skipped it, you would not have known how important the spiritual battle you already won was when you woke up today. Because becoming more aware is a part of your ascension. Your guardian angel wouldn't let you miss that understanding. Part of your victory is how clear you are. Part of your transformation is your recognition. Another revelation is coming up right now. One that will make you feel calm and peaceful. You're not about to enter a miracle that will just make your week or mood better. You're about to enter a miracle that will change your identity and your outlook on life as a whole. You are becoming aware of something new, a strength you didn't use, a faith that has been waiting below the surface, a divine power that has been dormant up until now. This awakening isn't a mistake. It was done on purpose. It makes sense. Heaven's preparation for the task that comes with your breakthrough. You might feel like letting go of some habits, thoughts, or connections. I'm not making this up. That's what spiritual pruning is. Archangel Michael is taking away anything that can stop you from moving on to the next chapter. You are no longer in charge of the part of you that put up with uncertainty, half-love, and emotional crumbs. A stronger one is on the rise. Someone who can carry the weight of blessings without giving way. You're getting ready for acceleration. Exposure goes along with acceleration. As today gets closer, you will see the truth show up in strange ways. Small actions are how people show what they really want to do. Words are being drowned out by silence. Your spirit rejecting what used to feel safe. Your heart wants realness more than it wants comfort. These reactions aren't just random changes in how people feel. They represent a spiritual signal. This comes from my spirit. When you stand with this calling through membership, super thanks or the PayPal link in the description, you become a bearer of the fire that wakes other people up. Your gift becomes a prophetic act that sends waves of deliverance to places you may never set foot. And heaven promises a blessing to those who spread its message. Release your support and take a risk. As you move on to the next level of divinity, my rising soul, I want you to notice the change inside you. People are becoming more aware. A strong but subtle awakening that lets you know something amazing is coming. Your spirit already knows what's going on. Even though you don't have the whole picture yet, the spiritual atmosphere around you has been cleared by Archangel Michael. He has been getting rid of interference, breaking delays, quieting confusion, and guiding your inner world into alignment. A revelation that will change not only your life, but also your identity is being prepared for you. Today is not just showing up with purpose, accuracy, and prophetic timing. It is coming toward you. It's possible that you feel like the message is calling you deeper, not because it's making you feel bad, but because it has to. Heaven does not just provide information when preparing someone for a miracle. It changes their spirit. It makes them more aware. It makes you feel better. It makes the intuition stronger. You are going through that right now. Most people never get to this moment of transformation because they don't stay long enough to hear the whole revelation. But you stayed. That's right. It's now getting easier for you to understand spiritual things. Your angel wants to tell you a secret truth right now. There has been a pattern in your life that wasn't yours. A cycle that you got, a burden was quietly passed on. A limit that was built into your family tree long before you were born. For years, you thought the struggle was about you, but it was really about God. You were fighting fights that started many generations ago. That's not what you knew, though. You were picked to break these patterns. The one who ends what other people went through. The person whose lineage changes direction. The cycle ends today. No. The stress, sadness, inner conflict, and strange resistance you felt were not signs that something was wrong with you. It was because you were about to heal something. Archangel Michael has been standing between you and that old cycle, preventing it from following you into the following season. Because of this, some things kept happening to you even when you meant well. That's why some relationships felt like they knew each other, even though the people involved were different. That's why some fears kept coming back. Even as you got stronger, those were the sounds of an old pattern trying to take over your future. But pay attention to this. Your life is circled by heaven. You are the end of the circle. You are the one who ends the burden. You are affected by generational weight. Furthermore, your miracle starts a new family lineage. This is the reason this message was sent to you. If you had skipped it, you would not have known how important the spiritual battle you already won was when you woke up today. Because becoming more aware is a part of your ascension. Your guardian angel wouldn't let you miss that understanding. Part of your victory is how clear you are. Part of your transformation is your recognition. Another revelation is coming up right now, one that will make you feel calm and peaceful. You're not about to enter a miracle that will just make your week or mood better. You're about to enter a miracle that will change your identity and your outlook on life as a whole. You are becoming aware of something new, a strength you didn't use, a faith that has been waiting below the surface, a divine power that has been dormant up until now. This awakening isn't a mistake. It was done on purpose. It makes sense. Heaven's preparation for the task that comes with your breakthrough. You might feel like letting go of some habits, thoughts, or connections. I'm not making this up. That's what spiritual pruning is. Archangel Michael is taking away anything that can stop you from moving on to the next chapter. You are no longer in charge of the part of you that put up with uncertainty, half-love, and emotional crumbs. A stronger one is on the rise. Someone who can carry the weight of blessings without giving way. You're getting ready for acceleration. Exposure goes along with acceleration. As today gets closer, you will see the truth show up in strange ways. Small actions are how people show what they really want to do. Words are being drowned out by silence. Your spirit rejecting what used to feel safe. Your heart wants realness more than it wants comfort. These reactions aren't just random changes in how people feel. They represent a spiritual signal. In order for your path to stay clear, your angel is guiding your discernment. You are not being taken in the wrong direction. It is being led to purification for you. You felt confused before. Your next step is to become more clear. In small ways, you may also feel like you're changing. A sudden need to get your life in order. A sudden urge to clean up your area. A sudden need to separate from emotional mess. You feel a sudden sense of duty to heal, grow, and make different choices. Your spirit is getting ready to receive what heaven sends. Miracles happen when people are ready for them. The new blessing can't be held by your old self. Your old way of thinking won't work in this new chapter. Your new identity can't live with your old emotional patterns. You're not changing into someone else. You're changing into a real person. Your angel wants you to feel one more thing deeply. It's not too late for your breakthrough. It's right on time. You would have given it to the wrong people if it had come earlier. If it had come earlier, you might not have thought you deserved it. When it got there early, you would have handled it badly out of fear. Heaven waited for you to release itself. Grow, heal, awaken, and separate from what was holding you back. Today is aligned with the person you are becoming, not the person you were yesterday. Keep it steady. Now, the following revelation will be the most shocking one yet. That part of the message that tells you why your guardian angel has been watching over you so closely. What comes next will help you understand the miracle that is already happening better. Type "I don't follow any rules" in the comments. Now available for release is blessing code 511. Dear spirit that is growing as you move into this next level of the message, feel how the air keeps getting thicker with revelation. It's not just information you're getting, you are going through a transformation. Archangel Michael has put up such a strong shield around you that even the things that used to bother you don't seem as important now. Heaven is making a clear pocket around you so that the truth that is being given to you now can go straight into your spirit without getting messed up. What you are about to enter is not simple advice. There are spiritual threads that have been wrapped around your life for too long and are now coming loose. There is a change going on, and it's no longer subtle. You might sense it in your mind, in your chest, in your gut, or even in the way your emotions have been acting lately. This is not an unstable state. All of this is calibration. As the new frequency of your destiny rises, the old patterns are becoming less powerful. You are tuned in to the sound of your miracle. Today is almost here, not as a threat, but as preparation. The spiritual tension rises as it gets closer. When a breakthrough is about to happen in your timeline, heaven always makes things more difficult. Pay close attention. Other people haven't been able to explain what you've been feeling. Changes in how you feel that you couldn't put into words. Having sudden, clear moments that felt almost supernatural. Archangel Michael has been enhancing your discernment, which is why he wants you to be awake, aware, alert, ready, and not scared. Not worried, but aware. Not confused, but lined up. Okay. The truth will no longer whisper as you move into a new part of your life. It will definitely speak out loud. The final shred of doubt from your heart will be lifted today when a veil is lifted. A revelation that completes the picture. Something you felt before but never had proof of. Something your spirit knew, but your mind didn't agree with. The point of this revelation is not to hurt you. You are meant to be released. Your miracle and illusions can't live together. And heaven won't let you go into the new season with missed connections from the old one. Archangel Michael also wants you to think about something. Your calling is bigger than what makes you feel good. Your destiny is bigger than your past. Your goal is more important than your pain. You have been stretched not to break you, but to expand you. The resistance would not have been so strong if you were not meant for more. The spiritual battles you were in were not happening by chance. They were responses to what you could do. Darkness never wastes its power on someone who doesn't have any light. And you, my dear, have more spiritual weight than you know. This is why people were both interested in and scared of you. That's why some people were loyal until you got stronger. When you rose, some relationships broke apart because of the stress. Your spirit was never meant to get smaller, so other people could feel better. Heaven is healing the part of you that walks with confidence, tells the truth, and knows your worth without having to say sorry. You will see that the lines between us are shifting. You don't want to stay in places that make your soul feel small anymore. You're no longer able to have conversations that make you unhappy. You're not interested in energies that used to interest you, but now make you feel empty. This is the rise of spiritual maturity. This is your guardian angel taking you out of spiritual places that used to feel comfortable but don't fit with the person you are becoming. You need to take in this truth right now. A better version of you is needed for your miracle. They are not a perfect version, but they are awakened. Heaven doesn't want you to be perfect. You are being asked by heaven to become aware. Know how powerful you are. Know how valuable you are. Know the way your spirit wants you to go because of what happened in the past. You know to expect disappointment, delays, and fights. But the future holds promise, not patterns. Heaven is changing the way you expect things to happen so you can receive what is coming without sabotaging it with doubt. Now let me tell you something more private. There is a spiritual task that you need to complete, and your miracle is a part of that task. People around you rise when you do. People heal when you heal. People in your lineage get stronger to break their own patterns when you break yours. You were never meant to be normal. You were meant to start something. That's why the trip felt rough. It was never only about you. It was about how every life is linked to yours. Today is confirmation that you are entering a time when your spiritual authority is unquestionable. Your influence grows, and your clarity grows. Your thoughts will change in some way. A realization that changes how you deal with people, your dreams, and the decisions you make. You'll feel something so strong inside that you won't put up with anything that bothers you or takes your attention away from your goal. Heaven is whispering, get ready, get ready, get ready. It's not out of fear, but because time is running out. Your miracle will happen. Even if you're not perfect yet, it's ready for you to move into place. You're almost there. Your spirit is getting used to the new frequency. Old burdens are leaving your heart. Your mind is growing as you learn new things. You're not being pushed. You are being raised. For now, take a deep breath and let your mind settle in on the truth that is being told. The revelation in what comes next will be even stronger. What your angel has been protecting you from will be revealed in the next section's veil. Something that will finally help you understand the stress in your spirit world. Follow me. Your breakthrough is just around the corner. Take a divine step into alignment with Type 1 in the comments. Release a blessing code 717. My soul that is very awake. As you move on to the next level, I want you to be fully aware of what is coming up inside you. There is something deep, old and new, strong and peaceful starting to take shape in your inner world. It's not just a feeling. The calibration is divine. The spiritual shield around you has been strengthened by Archangel Michael, because this part of the message is so true that it will change how you understand everything you have been through. The more you get closer to today, the more the hidden parts of your story become clear. The old fog can't stay where you are now. The confusion that was in your head before is going away. The emotional weight that was in your chest is starting to lift. Your spirit is no longer filled with uncertainty, which used to stop you from making decisions. I'm not making this up. It was done on purpose. Heaven is getting you ready to receive your miracle fully, without any mental or emotional baggage from past times getting in the way. You've been seeing something that your angel wants you to see. There were never any fights. You were never fighting the odds. You were never going up against yourself. You were fighting spiritual interference that was meant to wear you out before the miracle happened. You made it through by divine protection, not by accident. When your heart felt too tired to keep going, Archangel Michael was there with you. He looked out for you even though you didn't know someone was after you. When energies that were not yours were getting in the way of your path, he changed it. You are not interested in hearing this message. You're listening because heaven has been showing you the way to get clear on things that will help you prepare for and protect your miracle. Let's talk more about what your guardian angel wants you to know. In a transition zone, your life has been a spot where the old doesn't fit anymore, and the new isn't fully formed yet. This place in the middle can be awkward because it doesn't feel like a familiar ground. You may have felt disconnected from old places, but not yet at home in new ones. You may have felt aloof from old relationships, but not yet in touch with the ones that are meant to be with you for the next season. Feeling like this is what spiritual restructuring feels like. Before heaven can lift you up, it has to separate you from yourself. Take yourself away from false beliefs, unhealthy relationships, and places that can't hold your destiny anymore. That's why the last few months have made you feel like slowly losing everything you thought you knew. Rearrangement, not loss, was what it was. God was leveling the ground so that your miracle wouldn't land on something unstable. You may have also noticed that you are more sensitive lately. Little things have a bigger effect on your spirit. It takes you less time to notice energies. You can spot lies more quickly. Changes happen in your spirit even when no one says anything. Being sensitive is not a sign of weakness. It makes your spiritual sight stronger. You are seeing things that the human eye can't understand. Because of what's coming, your angel has been boosting your intuitive radar. You need to be able to see the truth right away. Now give this next revelation some time to sink in. You have been kept in the dark about something. Not because they wanted to be mean, but because telling you earlier would have been too much for you. When your spirit is strong enough to receive certain truths without breaking, heaven will lift the veil. Today is the day of the unveiling. Your feelings, your intuition, and any remaining doubts in your heart will be validated by something new that comes to light. There's no reason for this revelation to hurt you. There will soon be no more of this story. Someone or something in your life hasn't been clear about what they really want. Your shield angel has been keeping you from getting more involved until the truth comes out. You might have been uncertain, confused, or split on this connection or situation. But things are getting clearer, and it won't cause chaos. When it comes, release will follow. As soon as the truth comes out, your spirit will let out a sigh of relief because it will finally make sense why your heart was on edge. Your peace wavered, and your intuition whispered warnings you didn't fully understand. You didn't really lose everything. Some people who left weren't supposed to be there. Not all doors that shut were turned down. It was a redirection. What your heart still wants to hold on to is sometimes taken by heaven because the blessing that is coming needs your hands to be empty and ready. Not because you are not worthy. You are getting ready for a time when your alignment, not your hard work, opens doors. Everything else starts to flow naturally once your spirit is aligned. This is why your guardian angel has been helping you awaken by getting rid of distractions, cutting ties with people you care about, and improving your spiritual hearing. Allow this truth to sink in. The miracle that is about to happen in your life is safe. It can't be taken. It can't be put off any longer. No one else can mess with it. You must, however, go into it fully aware. Heaven doesn't give miracles to people who aren't ready for them because they can't handle long-term blessings. This message is being dropped one piece at a time to help you get ready for it. There's also something deeper coming alive inside you. You no longer look at yourself through the lens of the person who hurt you. You are starting to see yourself as the person that heaven knows you to be. It's like you're letting go of old versions of yourself. Your true identity is emerging from you. Your story won't end. It's starting. Your journey isn't ending. It's coming together. Your miracle is not far away. It's right outside your door. All of this will make sense after the next revelation. What you're about to hear will connect the whole warning for today into one strong, undeniable truth. In the comments, type 1, reveal my true identity. Release a blessing, code 666. As you enter this last and most powerful part of the message, my chosen one, I want you to feel the peace that is coming over your spirit. This isn't nothing. It's divine positioning. Just before a revelation so deep that it changes your whole world, there is silence. Archangel Michael is now closer than he has ever been on this trip. His presence is strong, safe, and empowering. He has led you through every layer, kept you safe through every unraveling, and made you stronger through every revelation. The truth that has been echoing through your life, guiding your destiny, nudge your spirit, and getting your heart ready is now ready to be spoken without holding back. You've reached the time your soul was meant to hear. Today is more than a date. It's not just a warning. It's not just a change between who you were and who you are becoming. It marks the threshold. This far was preparation according to the boundary line drawn by heaven itself. Manifestation follows next. What a miracle! Yes, the miracle that seemed far away, delayed, impossible to reach, is no longer on its way. It has arrived. But miracles, no matter how strong they are, need to be understood. They need to be ready. They need to be known. That's why heaven wouldn't let you skip this message. Your guardian angel wouldn't let you skip over the instructions that keep the blessing you prayed for safe. You might feel your heart beating in a different way. Now inside your chest, you might feel warmth, a pull, or a quiet rising. The truth is being seen by your spirit. The battle is over. What you thought would break you has already gone away. The thing that tried to hold you up has already been defeated. What was trying to trick you is no longer able to do so. You're not ready for victory yet. You are about to walk into the victory you've been waiting for. Pay close attention to this next revelation because it sums up everything that heaven has been guiding you toward. Your release is linked to your miracle. Release of old energy from you, release from old ties, your healing from old wounds, your release from previous iterations of you. You have been getting ready to let go, but not out of loss, but out of liberation. According to Archangel Michael, some relationships have slowly died out because they couldn't help you through this new season, because they would have kept you in cycles you were meant to break. Some chances had to be missed. Some relationships got weaker because being around them would have made it harder to get clear. Today is the day that the last emotional thread from the old season is cut, and your spirit moves into full alignment. You are moving into a new part of your life where your intuition won't whisper. It will speak with proof. Your peace won't be in danger. It will grow roots. There will be no changes in your discernment. It will lead you like a compass that heaven put in your chest. Spiritual maturity is demonstrated here. Surely this is divine elevation. These are the signs that your guardian angels have been waiting for you to see. Now let this truth sink into your heart. The miracle that comes today brings instructions, blessings, safety, and a reason for being. You won't have to go after it when you are aligned. It comes to light naturally. You won't have to beg for it. It was planned by heaven long before you prayed for it. The seeds were your tears. Your strength was the ground. The door was your growth. Your spirit is now clear, awake, and stronger, and it is ready to receive it. You made it through something that was meant to break you. You got up from places that tried to bury you. You have woken up after seasons that tried to shut down your purpose. Now heaven is openly rewarding you for everything you went through in silence. Your angel also wants you to understand the final veil. It was very important that you didn't skip this message because the revelation you get today will determine how you walk into the miracle tomorrow. You would have gone into your blessing with confusion, doubt, emotional junk, and attachments that could ruin your future if you had ignored this spiritual alignment. That did not happen thanks to Archangel Michael. Because heaven cares about your future, he stood in your way and turned your spirit in a different direction. You're not a mistake. We haven't forgotten about you. You are not forgotten. Your miracle isn't a fluke. You have been appointed, scheduled, aligned, and sealed for life. Something holy is happening inside you right now. As this message ends, your old life is letting go a little. Your future is calling to you. And now that your spirit is awake, it knows the truth. You are entering the most divinely aligned time of your life. Take what you know to your heart. You won't cry those old tears again. You won't go around and around again. You won't let old habits drain you again. You won't be pushed backwards again. There is a big change in your life today. Your spirit rises. Your purpose awakens. Your miracle happens. And your angel celebrates what heaven has been planning all along. Lift your spirit in gratitude before leaving this moment. The divine will is about to happen, and it will change everything. Don't forget to like this message so that it wakes up other people. Help someone else feel better by sharing it. Leave a comment to help this revelation stay in your heart. Spread the word about this video with all your might so it reaches everyone who needs it. Join now to make sure you never miss another message sent for your destiny. Feel free to write, "I step into my miracle now" in the comments. Your life is being blessed by the number 999, which means you are moving into divine alignment today. This mission is following its calling to awaken souls all over the world. As this message ends, I'd like to leave you with one last invitation. Please like this video before you leave and start the rest of your day. Not as an afterthought, but as the last thing that seals everything you've gotten. You are triggering a covering of God's favor over the revelations that have been planted in your spirit. When you like this video right now, every like becomes a point of contact, a release that grace covers your path as you walk into today and the days ahead. You are saying to heaven, "I receive this. I agree with this. I seal this in my life." Let the sound of your like be your spirit saying yes to everything heaven has said. Do it now and keep this activation with you. You are not giving to a channel when you put money into this work. You are giving life to a movement of light that was breathed on by heaven. Your support is like oil that keeps this prophetic fire going, reaching hearts that feel lost, forgotten, or about to break. When God says he will open the windows of heaven, the Bible comes to life. That promise still stands for people who follow his message today. It's my pleasure to say this to you. Your seed becomes a prophetic act that heaven honors with multiplied blessing when you choose to support through Super Thanks membership or the PayPal link in the description. You're not just helping, you're really getting things going. You're not just giving, you're also making things possible. As you get ready to leave this holy space, I want you to take one more step toward alignment. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button. Make it your declaration that you won't miss the next release from heaven. Words from the prophets are being spoken right now. These words will change lives, open doors, and break chains. You are positioning yourself to receive every divine warning, prophetic promise, and revelation that God sends through this channel by subscribing to it. You are saying, I am ready for the next word, the next alignment, the next breakthrough. Sign up now to secure your spot in the prophetic timeline that heaven is releasing. And heaven commands, step boldly, release your support, and walk into the blessing that comes with obedience. One last thing I want you to do before you leave. Spread this message because you heard it. My breakthrough multiplies because I shared it. My blessing expands because I gave it away. Then click share to start. Share it with your group. Put it on your story through your hands. Let this prophetic message reach the people who need it the most. And watch as heaven rewards your obedience with blessings that you can't hold. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He's extending his hand and inviting you into a protected high vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life. If you follow it, you won't just receive blessings. They will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. If you desire to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. And for those who feel called to amplify this work, a link to purchase the guided ebook is available, which is completely optional. But your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.